It's the Cornermen Radio Live with BARZINI. Shout out to the whole LDBC. Shout out to my co-host BOXINGEYE. We got our special guest on right now, John Fewkes, man. One of the best trainers coming up in the game right now, man. How you doing today, brother?
I'm doing.
Hey, John. I can't hear you. John?
Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I can just hear you. How are you doing? I'm doing good. About you? What about yourself?
I'm doing fine, man. I'm glad we finally got you on the Cornermen Radio.
I know.
It's been a minute. Finally, right?
Finally. I'd
man.
like to take this opportunity just to say thanks for having me on as well.
Yes, I appreciate it, man. All right, John. How did you start your career in boxing, man? A lot of people that in America that don't know John Fewkes, man, can you let them know a brief little summary on how you came into the boxing game?
Yeah, of course I can. I started boxing when I was 11 years of age, and I grew up in an area where it wasn't too bad, but it wasn't the nicest area in the world, and you kind of. My father and places like that, all the places we went, there was always like boxing involved or people involved what was in boxing. So at the age of 11, I went to a gym, started to train for a little while, and then all of a sudden realised I weren't bad at it. So I carried on boxing for a few months. I had my first fight when I was 11. I had, God, how many do I have now? I think I had something like 65 amateur fights. Over from the age of 11 to 19, represented England and things like that, which I was super proud of. And then turned pro at the age of 19, and I ended up retiring 2014 with a record of, I think I had 26 fights, 24 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws. So I weren't bad, but listen, I let myself down a little bit in my career. I wasn't the most professional, let's put it that way. In between fights, I used to put weight on, eat too much, you know how it is. And I for that reason, I kind of struggled to get as far as I think I should have done. But on the flip side of that, I believe that makes me a better trainer because I can show the kids and the fellas I've got what not to do. So, is it about... Yeah, go on, mate, yeah.
No. You kind of cut off. But, so, yes. So, all right, John. Everybody know there was reports breaking out. The people that don't know, this is John Fewkes is Kell Brook's new trainer. Got a good win last with Zarafa. That was a good win. So... the reports break out on Ring Magazine that Kell Brook and Jessie Vargas fight is not happening anymore. That Jessie Vargas is going to make his pro debut at Super Welterweight at 154 at April 26th, and he's not fighting Kell Brook anymore. Can you share your feelings on that, or what's your take on that, why this fight is not happening?
Yeah, listen. I'm not 100% sure whether that's correct or not yet. I'm not too sure. I'm actually flying out because Kell has camp in Fuerteventura, which is in Europe, in Spain, in Europe, and he's been over there in training for about 2 weeks now. And I've had my own commitments at my gym in Sheffield, so I've not been able to fly out. So I am now flying out in the morning and to speak to Kell and speak to. He's going to speak to Eddie and everything like that. And we're going to try and get to the bottom of it because if this doesn't happen, it is going to be a shame because that would have been a cracking fight. It would have been a great fight for Kell. It would have been a great fight for Jesse. And it would have been a great fight for the fans. So I'm not too sure why it broke down or if it has broke down or anything like that. So I don't want to say too much yet. But all I know is I know Kell's in camp at the minute, and he will be ready to go. So I don't know if it's why the reason is, but everything happens for a reason. So if it has fell through, I'm hoping that means there's something bigger in the pipeline.
Right. You know, these two fighters, man, they were supposed to fight 2016.
Yes.
Somehow the fight fell out. You know, they were going to do a unification fight. Kell fought Jessie Vargas. Not Jessie Vargas. Kell Brook fought Triple G. And then Jessie Vargas later on fought Manny Pacquiao. So it's a fight that the fans wanted to see from 2 years ago. You know,
exactly.
And now they both now they with Eddie Hearn at Matchroom and the Zone. I thought this was a perfect fight to be made.
Yeah, me too. So it's hard for me. With me just coming in the last fight, I kind of leave, like, obviously with Big Kell's been training fights and what fights could be coming up and things like that. But the business side, I just leave to Eddie and I leave to manager and everything. So I'm not too sure if it has fell through or why it has fell through. But I'm, as well as a trainer, I'm a fan as well, you know, like yourself. So, like, it would have been great to be part of that fight, and maybe I still will be part of that fight. Maybe it will happen, but I'm not 100% sure yet. Like I say, it's just rumours what we're hearing at the minute. So I think I'll take it with a pinch of salt. But like I say, until I'm told otherwise, we don't really know what's next.
Right. Well, all right. My next question for you, John, man, is that what is the weight class Kell is going to fight? Because we're hearing he's being with you now. He got a new excitement and feel fresh. He can do a lot of things he couldn't have done before. Being with you, you have brought a new measurement and a new regime for him that gives him he's excited about boxing, being with you. So what is the weight class is he going to fight? Is it 147? Is it 154? Is it a catch weight? What is Kell looking to fight at? Because we're kind of a little confused with the weight class.
Yeah. I genuinely believe, right? I think I don't know if it's the fight so much that is with me now, or whether it's the fight that is just give himself a bit more preparation. But like I know if, the ERROL Spence fight was hard for him to make 147. I know he boxed Rabchenko at 154, and he said he felt a lot better at that. But when we was in camp last time for the Rafa, it was 154. Yeah, the fight was made at 154, but he come in at 150 because the camp went so well, and because when Kell's mind's on anything, he's a super talent, he's a super athlete. And with us clicking and with us being so happy, with Kell being so happy in camp, his weight was just flying off him, man. We're having to feed him up some days. So I truly believe he could do either way. I truly believe if we have the right preparation, we have the right time, he will do 147. It will never be easy for Kell because he's a big 147 fighter. But he will do it well, and he will be strong, and he will perform at 147. But I think it's all about the fights, you know. I think if he gets the right fight at 154, he will box at 154. If he gets the right fight at 147, he will box at 147. It's just at Kell's stage of his career, he wants them big fights. He wants to cement his legacy in the sport. So I truly believe either way, whichever way it is, he will be able to perform at the highest level. So I truly believe it's just whatever biggest fight comes along, whatever is the best fight for him, 147 or 154, we'll be good to go at both.
Well, all right, John. We was talking off air yesterday, and I was going through the opponents for Kell if the Jessie Vargas fight don't come to fruition. So if it doesn't happen, we were saying Liam Smith is fighting Sam Eggerton. He's busy. Marathon is fighting Terence Crawford. Jessie Vargas supposedly fighting April 26th to make his 154 debut. So the only opponent I thought was perfect for Kell Brook was SADAM Ali. Ali. got knocked out by Jessie Vargas, and then a year later he beat Miguel Cotto. What you think about that fight for Kell? He's with the Zone now. He's with Golden Boy. What you think about that fight for Kell?
Has he signed with the Zone? That Ali? Has he signed with the Zone?
Yeah, because remember Golden Boy did. They signed the promotion to the Zone.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Listen, that would be a good fight. It would be a good fight, and he's a name, SADAM Ali, and like you say, beat Miguel Cotto, one of my favourite fighters of all time. So that would be a good fight for Kell. It would be a really good fight for Kell, and I think myself as well. The UK fans are brilliant, and Kell loves the UK fans, and he loves fighting in the UK. But I'd love him to box in the States next. Because I think, like I spoke before briefly to you, as a fighter, and I think every fighter in England and around the world, they want to box at Madison Square Garden, they want to box at the MGM, they want to box at the Staples Centre. They want them big fights. So people like SADAM Ali and people like that, I think they would be fights what could be held in the States. So yeah, I think that'd be a good fight for him. I think there's a lot of fights out there. There's SADAM Ali, there's Keith Thurman's just boxed, so maybe that could be made soon. That could be made. I know Sean Porter's probably got a man. Who's Sean Porter's mandatory? Sean Porter's got mandatory, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's fighting next week. Not next week.
Yeah, he's
in 2
next
weeks.
month, innit? Yeah, in a couple of weeks. Yeah.
2 weeks.
So they're all lined up, but it's hard, like you say, at the minute, all them names aren't there, but you just named them, they've all got fights. So Kell's kind of in the middle at the minute, but I believe in Eddie, and I believe in Kell's team, and I believe they will get the job done, and we will be talking soon, me and yourselves, in maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and I reckon they'll have announced something, and it'll be a big fight, or on a big card.
You know what makes the fight even perfect with him and SADAM Ali? He has a similar style as AMIR Khan. You know, they're both Muslim. They both fast with their hand speed. SADAM Ali is from New York, so that would be a perfect fight for Madison Square Garden as well.
It would, yeah.
You know? So I was like, man, SADAM Ali is the perfect fight, man. They were talking about it when SADAM had the 154 WBO title before he lost to Jaime Munguia. You know what I mean? I thought this is a perfect fight. But another thing, I wanted to talk about, Kell Brook is the mandatory for Jarrett Hurd. You know,
Jarrett Hurd,
he fought Zarafa for the Super WBA to be the mandatory for Jarrett Hurd. What's your take on Jarrett Hurd and the fight, man? Because I spoke to Ernesto Rodriguez and Jarrett, man. They really want you guys to fight him, man. They want the Kell Brook fight so bad, man. Well, what's your take on Jarrett Hurd?
I'm a fan. I'm a big fan. You know what? The guy's a beast. Right? He's no joke. So I've watched a lot of him. Because obviously, like I say, it was a final eliminator against Zarafa. So even though I was looking at the Zarafa fight and stuff, I was watching a lot of Jarrett as well. Has Jarrett got a fight coming up?
Yes, he's fighting supposedly Julian Williams May 11th.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Listen, that would be one of. We've just named a lot of big names for Kell. Berman's been named, there's Porter's been named, everybody. My opinion, I think Jarrett Hurd would be his hardest fight, would be his toughest test. Obviously, I truly believe in my guy, and I think Kell would have the skills to beat all of these guys out there. But I know how tough that fight would be. He'd have to be super fit. He'd have to have a perfect camp. I'd like, obviously, like I said, stay out of the business side a little bit. But if that fight's made, that'd be the one in the States, and it'd be a super fight. Two good young fighters as well. What have earned the stripes? What they've won, and worked hard for it. I watched a couple a couple of things on Jarrett about his training. He looks like he works hard. So yeah, it would be tough, but I'd love to be a part of that fight. But like I say, we're just in the middle at the minute. I've seen what can work and what doesn't work, and I'll just leave all that to Eddie and Kell.
Right.
And as soon as they tell me who we're fighting, then I get on my game plan. Try and get my thinking cap on.
Right. Well, can you let the fans know the fighters that you are working with besides Kell Brook? Let them know a little bit their names, so when people hear about them, they can say, "Yo, oh yeah, man, I remember John talking about it on the Cornermen radio about his other fighters, man." Can you let the world know who you got or who you training?
Yeah, of course, definitely. Yeah, I've got a small stable at the minute, but I believe I've got a quality stable. I've got a young pro called Sufiad Ahmed. He's 1-0 at the minute. He's going to be boxing on the 15th of March in Sheffield. I've got a guy called Dan West, tough guy, 154 fighter. Tough, been in with some good guys over in England. Always gives a good performance, win, lose or draw. He's like a Rocky fighter. I'm telling you, he's like Rocky. I get him out there chasing chickens. He's that much like him. He'll be out there fighting. He'll fight anybody. Fights with his heart on his sleeve. Good entertainer. That's Dan West. Also got a good crop of amateurs. But I also work with my former trainer was a guy called Glyn Rhodes MBE, and I used to help Glyn train fighters at his gym, and I still have a big connection with them. There's a guy at super flyweight. I'm not sure what pound that is in America. Super flyweight. He's fighting. It's called Tommy Frank. Super Tommy Frank. He's fighting for the Commonwealth title on the 15th of March. We're hoping big things for Tommy Frank, so everybody keeps your eye out for him as well. And and then just a good bunch of amateur guys. I've got a lot of my guys come to me maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I'd never boxed before, and now they're 10 and 12 bout amateurs. And in 2 or 3 years, there's a guy called Conor Dobin. He's one of my top amateurs. He's going to be turning over in a couple of years, and I'm hoping in 2 or 3 years, 4 years, tops 5 years, that we'll be household names, hopefully, pal.
Right. Well, John, I want to ask you your prediction, man. What's your prediction on Terence Crawford and AMIR? Well, what's your breakdown on that fight?
Yeah, of course. I got a lot of respect for AMIR, right? And I think the misconception in England, or maybe in America, I'm not sure, is the fact that that Kell's team doesn't like AMIR's team, or that they don't really like each other. I don't think it's the fact they don't like each other. It's just it's been a long time in the waiting. So I think they're both as frustrated as each other. Now, I'm an admirer of what AMIR's done, and I totally respect him for whatever he's done. But for me, Terence Crawford is different gravy. For me, Terence Crawford is a top fighter, and I believe it will be an entertaining fight, and AMIR will be in the fight for the first few rounds. But I think Terence is one of them fighters, a top world level fighter, what warms into a fight. And I think it'll be close for maybe 3 or 4 rounds. And then when Terence starts getting warmed up, starts getting into a groove, starts letting his shots go, I think it'll be either a Crawford late stoppage or Crawford on points. What about yourself? What do you think?
Man, I just feel like I think it's going. I've never seen any fighter outbox Khan. You know, I've never seen that. Like every time to beat Khan, you gotta knock him out or knock him down to win rounds.
Yeah.
But I've never seen somebody outbox Khan. Like Khan know how to win rounds. So I've never seen somebody a better boxer than him.
Yeah.
But Crawford is very crafty. He's very unique. He can fight two styles. He can fight orthodox. He's better at southpaw, and he's an orthodox fighter. So, and you know, and Crawford has power, like, you know, and he's mean. He's mean in the ring, and he's really, and he has he really has a defense. He know how to block shots, move away from shots, so he can be really crafty in the ring. So I think it's going to be tough for the first 6 rounds, but I feel like Crawford going to find a way to knock Amir Khan out. Just like you was working with Samuel Vargas. Samuel Vargas dropped Khan, and Samuel Vargas is not really known for his power. So I just believe Crawford will knock him out some way and somehow, and it won't go to a 12-round decision. But it would be beautiful to see Terence Crawford and Khan. Imagine them fighting for 12 rounds, no knockdown, no knockout. Who would win that fight in a 12-round decision with no drops?
It'd be one for the purists, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so that's a pretty interesting. But I got Crawford winning. But what you think about Kell fighting Terence Crawford?
Same again. I still wouldn't. Like I say, I believe Terence Crawford's different grade. I think he's one of the best fighters out there. But for me, styles make fights, and I think Kell's style would be a little bit more suited to box Terence. I think, and also not just that. Kell's a big boy at 147. He's strong as an ox. I've never worked with such a pure athlete. Like, I mean, I know boxing's boxing, and it's not always the fittest and the strongest what win. I know that. But Kell's fit and he's strong, and I still honestly don't think Kell has ever really been 100%. I still believe. I've known Kell a long time, and I still believe, even when he beat Sean Porter, even when he's beat these top guys, I still don't believe he's boxed the best he could ever box. So I think Kell's a lot stronger than AMIR. I think Kell's a lot physically more of a handful than AMIR, and I think that would be a big difference in the Terence fight. I wouldn't sit here and say to you, oh, listen, Kell's a better boxer, and Kell will do this and Kell will do that. But I believe he would be in with a chance to beat anybody when he's on his day. When he's on his day, and he's fit, and he's firing, and he's in that rhythm, I'll put him against anybody in the world. Anyone from 147 to 160 even. But like I said, the Terence Crawford fight, Kell to box Terence Crawford would be one of my dream fights. Because for me, Terence Crawford is top throw. And just to see Kell on that stage would bring the best out of him for me. So I think it'd be a top fight, and it'd be hard to pick.
Right. Man, that would be a pay-per-view, man. It would be a pay-per-view over here if that fight ever comes to fruition. Terence Crawford and Kell Brook.
Definitely.
And Kell can try to be 2 times.
We'd have some funny press conference as well, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. You know, that's Kell's trying to get 2-time world champion, first IBF, now the WBO. That would be really beautiful, man.
Yeah. That's what I'd like to see. I'd love to see Kell win another world title. I mean, I know it is. When you're later on in your career, it is about earning money, and it is about the super fights. Yeah, I understand that. But as his friend and as his trainer, I'd love to see him win another world title. I'd love to, either 147 or 154. But like I say, it's just at the minute, I'm really proud of Kell as well, because he's, even without a date, he's took himself to camp. He's gone without me because I had commitments over here. He took himself to camp. He's got on it. He's living right. He's training hard, and he's picking over. And for someone at such a higher level as Kell to do that when they haven't got a fight, when they haven't got a date lined up yet, It takes some doing. So I'm proud of him for that. And it will show in his next fight. Whoever it is, whenever it is, I'm itching for him to get back out there. I'm itching for myself to get back out there.
Right. You know, Adrian Broner said he wants to come to the UK and get those pound money, those pounds, man. He want to get those pounds. So, what's your thoughts on Kell and Adrian Broner? That'd be a big fight.
I would love that fight, and I know Kell would love it as well. I truly believe Kell Brook would definitely beat Adrian Broner. Right? And I'll tell him that to his face. I'll tell anybody. I believe Broner is an exceptional talent, but I think he lets himself down. I think he's let himself down in some of the big fights. I don't know, maybe we're not throwing enough punches, or maybe being too overconfident, or being too complacent. I'm not sure what it is, but that'd be a massive fight in England. Everybody in England would love to see Adrian Broner come over. That is I'm a fan. Everybody in England are a fan of Adrian Broner. But even if they're not a fan, they will still buy a ticket when he comes over. Because people buy tickets, they don't either want to see people win, or they want to see them knocked out, one or two. But people still buy tickets, still put bums on seats. So if he would come to England and box Kell, I'd be over the moon. Because for me, Kell beats him, and it's a super fight, and it'd be brilliant to be a part of.
Do you think Kell Brook will be the first person to stop Adrian Broner?
I don't know about stopping, because Adrian's tough, and not just that. He's good defensive fight. He knows how to get out of the way of things. He knows to get through fights if it's not going brilliant. And he don't look like the kind of fighter to get stopped to me, Adrian. He's too good. He's too clever at what he does to get stopped. But I think he'll outbox. I think Kell would outbox him and beat him on points, definitely.
Yeah.
But
I feel like, man, I think.
But Kell hits that hard. If he hits anybody on the button, they're going over. If he hits them right.
Right. Yeah, you're right. I feel like Kell can stop Adrian Broner, man. I don't. Did you see his fight with Manny Pacquiao?
Yeah, I did. I've seen it. Yeah.
Well, what's your thoughts on that fight?
I think myself, if Adrian would have done a lot more, it could have been in the fight, because even Manny Pacquiao's a legend, and he's another one of my favourite fighters, but I don't think he looked at his best at all. And I think Adrian kind of went through the motions. And I think if he hadn't gone through the motions and he'd have done more, it could have been a different fight. But like I said, Manny will always hit hard. He will always be the man, and he will always be in with a chance of hurting kids and beating kids. Obviously, come on, he's Manny Pacquiao, you know what I mean? And he won't convince him. He won easily, but I think he won easily because Adrian let him do a little bit more, let him win more easily than he would have done if he would have done more.
Yeah. So, Ja, I'm not going to take too much of your time, man. Can you tell the fans to follow you on social media and tell them anything that's coming up next so the fans can tune in for?
Yeah, of course. Listen, just follow me on Twitter at John Fewkes, or Facebook John Fewkes, or my Instagram is j.fewke, which is j.fewkey. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you very much for having me on. It's a pleasure to come on this show. It's a pleasure to talk to the American audience. And I want to be over there with Kell one day. I want people to know us. I want to go over there. I want to meet the American fans. I want to meet yourself. I want to get out there and be a part of the fight scene in America. For me, even though I love England and I love Great Britain and I love us, for me, I always grew up watching American fighters. I always grew up watching fights from the States. So for me, that would be a dream to get out there. And like I said, we've got With the news coming on Kell very soon. I'm hoping in the next couple of weeks it'll all be sorted. Just keep following my Instagram, my social media, and you'll see all the things of my amateurs. Because I'm a big advocate of my amateur guys. Because like listen, all these big pros out there wouldn't be out there if you didn't box amateur first, if you didn't pay the dues. So I love people to follow my amateurs, follow my story, follow my gym story, starting boxing. And like I said, I want a big shout out to yourself for having me on the show. And I'll see you all soon, hopefully.
You're right. Yeah, I can't wait to hang out with you, John, man. I've definitely got a new friend, me from Sheffield, man. So,
exactly.
You know what I mean? I appreciate you for coming on the Cornermen Radio.
No danger. The beers are on me when I come over.
I hear that, man. I don't drink, but, you know what I mean? I'm welcome to buy you a drink.
Exactly. That's it. I'll get you the Coke then, brother.
All right, John. You have a great weekend, and we talk soon, and we keep in touch.
Yeah, thank you very much. I will speak to you later, my man.